Hey, what's up players? Calypso from Summoner's War here, and today we're going to review the Dark Cowgirl. Now this is my first time taking a look at her because I just got her yesterday and I wanted to get her on my main, but it seems like there's been some issue with the event time being different from the wishes time, and so I made the right wishes on my main and I still couldn't get her. It was stuck at 6 out of 7, so I figured screw it, I already have her on my alt. So let's just review her on here. And this is my first time taking a look at her, so I'm just kind of winging it. But let's see if we can figure out some rune recommendations for her based on her special abilities and skills. First thing I noticed is that her crit rate increases by 15% when she's awakened. So that's definitely helpful. That gives us a little bit of a hint on what kind of runes go well with her. But let's take a look at her skills. Decreases enemies' attack speed for 2 turns with a 30% chance. And this can be powered up all the way to a 50% chance with the right power-ups. So that's pretty good. The first skill is really good. Shoots 2 times and decreases the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns with 30% chance. That's good. You want some focus rune, some accuracy so that this lands more often. Let's see. Attacks all enemies in all directions. 30% is added to the critical rate. So you have a base 15% critical rate for her, and then you have an additional 15%. So that's a 30% critical rate right there. And then you're adding another 30% to the critical rate with this skill. So I'm thinking Rage Blade, or if you can get good critical rate subs to 40% maybe, Rage Focus might even be a good rune set for her. But let's take out the last skill. Attacks the enemy with a forbidden bullet. Chances of landing a glancing hit is decreased by 50% and ignores the enemy's invincible effects. So you want a bunch of damage. You want a bunch of damage with this skill, and all of the skill power-ups are all damage and cooldown time reduction. So it looks like you want a good rune set for her could actually be Fatal Blade or Rage Focus because of her first skill. I think I'm going to go with Rage Focus or Rage Blade with her because, one, this added critical rate. So all you really need for this skill to be a critical hit all the time is 40% crit rate from subs, which is not that hard to get. You can get Rage runes with 40% crit rate subs. Combine them all, look for crit rate subs, and maybe attack, crit damage, and attack. Let's check out her stats real quick and compare them to some of these other 3-star unawakened monsters that I have. So her base HP is 1710. Compare that to a golem with a base HP of 2040, a little bit higher. Compare that to Light Beer Man of 2145. So her HP is kind of low, but her attack is really good. Her attack is 145. Let's see, compare her to, Wind High Elemental's HP really sucks. So her HP is not that bad. It's just kind of low, similar to a Wind Harpy. So HP wouldn't be a bad sub to have on her. I wouldn't recommend it as a main stat. But yeah, the really good monster, actually. Really good for 3-star. Thanks to the special event that Come To Us has, a lot of people are going to be having her. So I would say final verdict on her runes is Rage and Focus, or if you can get accuracy subs, Rage Blade. It really depends on your subs with this one, but Rage Focus or Rage Blade would be a good rune set for her, especially with this second skill. Attacks all enemies. You're like 100% crit rate on everyone. If you have good crit damage, you can wreck a lot of people with this skill. And this is really good for countering Chloe, countering light fairies. This is a really good skill for that. So that's my suggestion on her.